see this easier. Okay.
Oh, I
So
found
I've belonged to a bookmaking group for about 15 years, and I'm kind of out of place because I find it very hard to be precise. So these pages, I just started playing around with collaging on them. And then when I put them together with Ultra Suede, a friend of mine said, geez, you got pockets there. Why don't you put something in the pockets? So that's when I put the bookmarks in there.
Oops.
It looks like some people took the bookmarks, which was good.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you
was
very
exciting.
much. It was fun to be part of this.
oh,
Yeah, and we have a class in tonight of teenagers. And they like bookmarks, so I bet they'll take some too.
Okay, good. Yeah, they can all go.
I did a project once that you may all know about this. I wish I could remember who it might have been. Watanabe Street starts here, where they asked us to make bookmarks and then just put them in library books when we returned them, so that they went out into the universe to people we didn't even know. So that's what this is reminding me of. It's a beautiful gesture.
So thank you for sharing. Is anyone ready to go next? Um, it looks like Claire, you got yours together. You think you
I can
can?
try it.
You want to try? Okay.
Yes, thank you. Let's see. Share. They're showing.
No, they're too small. Can you double click on them and see if they get bigger? Hmm.
Is that better?
No, it's not working. Um,
Okay.
it's okay. I can screen share. Well, actually, that's a little better. I think if you go to the bottom and make it larger, I think that will help a lot. Yep, right there. Perfect.
Oh, okay. Um, these are, oh, look, they went in upside down. All right, well, all the same, they're still pretty balanced. Um, this is a series of collages that's part of a big series that I've been doing that's inspired by the text in the Domesday book, which is that colossal 1086 census that was made after the Norman conquest in England. And on the face of it, it looks like um, just a list of resources, and it was done in order to generate tax information. But in between the lines are stories of diaspora and other related material and related issues, which unfortunately we're still dealing with. But all these little stories in between about what happened to people or what we don't know about what happened to people have been fascinating me for a long time. And these were collages that I had framed, but as I'm learning um, more structures, I'm finding ways to take things out of frames and then um, put them into books. So this year's accordion, illustrated accordion, was an opportunity for me to do that. That was a motivator for me. And thank
Great.
you for helping me
Could
figure
you
out this.
open a few more of the photos for us, or
Excuse me.
can you open a couple more of the photos?
There's a
Yeah,
there's one
thank you.
that's
Perfect.
right side. So what I've done is I actually have two copies of the Domesday book. One that I've been reading that was a gift, and then one that I found when local bookstore, was closing, unfortunately, and they had a damaged copy of the same translation. So that's the one that I use for altering pages. and the other papers are relief prints and collagraphs on mixed papers. There's Japanese paper, there's um, Strathmore paper, just a variety of textures. Was somebody asking a question that I was interrupting? I'm
I
looking
don't
for,
think so, but thank you so much for sharing.
oh, thank you for putting up with my learning
Oh,
experience here. But I
no
have to,
problem. Thanks for going right away at the beginning. That's super helpful too.
how can I unshare, Katie?
It should, I might be able to just do it for you. Here you go.
Great,
There you
thank
go.
you.
All right. Christina, are you ready to share? You're muted. You're muted, Christina. Just a second. Um, I think you're still muted. I'm going to.
Okay,
Oh
I
no, no, you're good. You're
I
good.
figured that out.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
my computer told me I was muted, which I thought was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah. So, hi, I'm Christina Hajosi. I think this is my fourth or fifth year of doing the Illustrated Accordion. I really enjoy seeing all the crazy array of other people's work and hearing about it in this little artist talk time. We've done this a few times as well. It's nice to actually get a little bit better look since I can't be there in person. So I kind of enjoy that component. But anyway, yeah. Let me screen share. Big Little Worlds is a series of art that was made um, in a plein air event. It takes a second to get the slideshow going, and yeah. So, a plein air event with the Women's Caucus for Art group. It was a while back. Let me see, when was it? It was in, yeah, I think it was like in 2022. It was after COVID and things started happening again. And I helped organize plein air with the Flair, which was a community group that met in this interesting conservation lands park out in New Hampshire. And we did a plein air day, and there were high school students with their Shakespearean garb walking around. And I plein aired books instead of painting with the other artist. And there was a printmaker doing printmaking techniques as well. And then there was a couple of vendors like crazy balloon artist dude. It was a fun overall crazy day, and it was highly attended. And people just kind of walked around and watched us. And people were very curious about the idea of stitching on paper. I was sitting next to a dilapidated lily pad pond in this interesting little garden that used to be probably really lovely. It still was, but there were little bugs and bits skimming across the water, and there were like hibiscus flowers that are hot pink. And yeah, it was kind of weird to see a reflection. It was a beautiful sunny day in like disgusting water. So I kind of was thinking about the worlds within worlds that I was looking at. And I had some marbled paper and just kind of went mixed media crazy on it. They're like little creatures kind of skimming around, and when you look through water, you get the reflection off of it as well as seeing underneath it. So it's kind of like a surrealist three levels of interpretation going on. So it's actually kind of a conceptualized piece for me. You can see some of the close-ups. It's linen binding thread, marbling, marker, a little bit of ink here and there, and the stitches obviously going through to the other side kind of give it an interesting like dual narrative going on, which I think is kind of cool. So here's the back side of it. Yeah, I've wall hung it. I put it against a mirror for a show one time so you can see the backside from the front in an interesting way. And I've been doing a lot of found object art, kind of incorporating weird things that I come across that are mainly like family heirlooms. This is a sleeve off of a moth-eaten silk sweater that I found in one of my relatives' house when I was cleaning up her estate and helping get rid of all of her stuff. Yeah, and it just kind of became like the housing for it. So it's kind of like a creature. Yeah. I made three different pieces that day, two books and one that just got framed. And they all have a very similar kind of quality where it's mixing the elements of these bugs and the reflections. And there was a lot of woven wrought iron fencing, which is kind of an interesting idea to weave wrought iron into like a basket weave, but it was actually like really old iron. It was fascinating. So a lot of these mixed references, and yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like an abstraction. I call it an abstraction of a lovely day.
Christina, I'm wondering why, this is Claire here. I'm
Hi.
wondering, hi, how do you use that mannequin, that dress form behind you?
I have an ongoing photo series that's feeding into a book project that's called Trophy Wives, that are mannequins and store fixtures, and dress forms and things of that nature. Most of them, all of them are headless. A lot of them are armless, but they're installed in different places in my yard, and I photograph them in different seasons, and then I use the prints, and the prints are going towards a book project. I've been selling them as prints and showing as prints for a while. It's been about 12 years of doing this. And so when you have like mannequins like deer heads coming off of trees in your yard, and your friends come over, and I teach art in a studio space here as well. So I have a whole lot of people that have it in their head that I need to be given more of these things. So they just kind of like come at me. I do not make clothing, and that is two different, that's like a mesh over thing. So it's actually two different mannequins in one kind of put together. Yeah, yeah, it's a long story, but I have a lot of things that are nudes, like female form. Here's one up on the wall over there. Yeah. Anyway,
Thank you,
that
thank you.
that's the story.
Great, thanks.
You also had a question in the chat about if your work was hand stitched.
Yes, that's hand stitching. Yeah. I do as an art instructor and as an artist find that the repetitive nature of some of these things that we do um open up creative space and thought process that you can't, well, I mean, if you have like a little dog that needs to go out, or you have a child that needs attention, or a husband that needs attention, you might not be able to get to that zen, that you would like. But that is kind of why I tap into that. I do home canning. I do a lot of yard work in my vegetable gardens. Yeah, I do a lot of things that are hand related that I get into really amazing headspace in, and get some really good creative thought processes going. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing to do, I think.
I also love the idea of showing things with mirrors because it's so hard to have everything in the show that has so many dimensions, and that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense to have a mirror
Well,
for the
over the years, I've found that you can't always just show in a book show. I mean, they're going to be general art kind of call for entry, or people that you have affiliations with in the area, and they don't know what to do with us. They really don't know what to do with us. So when you're like on an exhibition committee, you're hanging a whole lot of 2D, two-dimensional, the canvases and paintings and photos and all these things, and then you have one person with an artist book. So I have found that figuring out a way to get a book to be displayed somehow by me on a wall, and that doesn't mean everything has to be wall. It's not all scrolls, it's not all banner prints. There are other creative ways that you can start thinking about how to display photos on a wall to make a more balanced book show, and to get into regular or typical shows that don't know what to do with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Karen, are you ready to go? I know you have your book with you, and you'll just have to unmute yourself if you're not unmuted.
Am I the only Karen?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
You're the Karen I meant to get in touch with. I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't. Karen.
Sometimes I wind up answering and then it's somebody else that they're talking to. Okay, so I'm Karen Estevez. I'm in Florida, Central Florida. And my book, I changed the title, but the photos are still here. So, yeah, I don't have a fixed photo of like some of the others. Okay, so I changed the title, Artificial Intelligence after I wrote the introduction, suggested this, and I went, that's perfect. Why couldn't I think of that? Okay, so it's a straightforward fold book. And what's fun about this, at least for me, oh dear, is that the photos that are featured, I actually took all on the same day, just about in the same sequence. And when I unloaded my digital camera, I realized it and went, oh my goodness, I've been given a beautiful story. May I read the introduction?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Oregon evokes a memory of prospectors, farmers, and a wilderness tamed by guns and arrows. Oregon, said with a hard G, is how most Oregonians say it. Highway signs offer homemade bison and deer jerky. Road medians are filled with native flowers, peonies, poppies, and rhododendrons. Tie-dye shirts and candle shops hint of the hippies still residing in Oregon. Microclimates exist in Oregon. Frequent rain and filtered light allow moss to grow across the forests. From the mountains to the desert to the rivers and melted snow, Oregon's landscape is diverse. I pronounce it Oregon. Gone to Mount Hood, walked along the Pacific coast through the fields of grapes and meadows of lavender. It is no wonder residents say you are welcome to visit, but do not stay. Okay, so the first one was this gentleman. He looked like a prospector. It was amazing. He's just standing there. The light was about 5:30. Then there were two people. I'm sorry this is out of focus. I'm not quite sure how to remedy that on Zoom. So it's one searching, two together, three making memories, reflecting, alone but not lonely, just pretty, and it's your journey. Enjoy your life. That's it. And so I wanted to say thank you for hosting this event because getting there is rather difficult, although you're making it so much more tempting day by day. I really appreciate seeing the other artist work today and seeing other people. And I think what I'm going to do is, if you care to keep in touch, I'm going to leave my email address on the chat, because I'm kind of like in this vast no man's land. Their idea of art is strictly painting, watercolor, acrylics. Yeah, it's a very sad circumstance.
Can you tell us about your lovely shawl that you're wearing?
Oh, my shawl. Oh, excuse me. There we go. I don't know if you can see her, but this is Daisy. She likes to, she likes to dominate the conversation when I'm on Zoom. She always shows up. But she's got long claws and it goes to sweater. Come on. Yeah. I'm gonna have, oh golly, come on, go down. Thank you. Okay, so what else? Okay, I chose natural colors for the design scheme. And as I said, I really appreciate seeing everyone else's work. This is a void here, and I really enjoy making artist books and speaking with other artists. So thank you.
I think, I'm going to just say, I think you need to put your email in the chat again. It popped up for a second and then disappeared.
Okay.
And then I'll let
Happy to do
whoever was
that.
asking a question.
Sure, thank you.
Karen, do you have an Instagram or a Facebook account?
I
Or you
do. I'll
post
put
it
that
there?
in too.
Great, thanks.
I've been at this for a really long time, but I suspect everyone else is. I find this such a novel, rewarding type of media where we can pair words, emotions into something visual, something tangible. Oh, it just it tickles me. I wind up making a lot of stuff nobody sees. So, but there you have it.
Thank you for participating in the show. And I thought it was funny when your book came because my sister lives in Oregon now, and she's always making fun of how I say Oregon instead, because that's just what it looks like. But she makes fun of
Right?
me
Am I
constantly
right?
about it. So
It's wonderful landscape, just beautiful. Everybody's very friendly. There is a coffee shop on every corner. It's really, I was very lucky to have been able to visit. So you need to visit your sister more often.
I do. She would agree with that. It's been a while.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for sharing. And the next person is Denise Stevenson. I'm going to hold up your book
Excellent.
and you can talk over me. Let me spotlight me. Um,
So one of the reasons, Katie, you're holding the book is that I made this just in time to send it, and then like didn't take photographs, almost didn't have the title of like in my own possession. So thank you for holding that up. And also this way they get to see them spin, which is the point, and in a still shot you can't see that. So this book is called Hanging by a Thread. It's white on the front and black on the back. Oh, I'm Denise Stevenson. I'm in Oceanside, California, and I always jump into the meat of things rather than be social. Sorry. It's just who I am as an Iowan born and bred. What can I say? Um, so I made a similar book in 2024 as part of my 100 books that I made that year. But it was just straight pieces that were turning in the center, and it was called Spinning Marbles. It got damaged in transit. And so I wanted to make another one and wanted to see if I could use what would happen with other shapes. And I love geometry, and so trying other shapes and seeing how they worked in this space was part of that. And then I want to read for you the colophon, which I was able to find. So the title is Hanging by a Thread, and it's turning by day and then by night. This dual accordion brings together the currents of my world, from arthritic knees, which challenge my mobility, to the crumbling democracy of America. I find that stability, literally and figuratively, is hanging by a thread. Sorry. What can I say? My books mean something to me. When depression beckons, creating joyful structures like this one keep me going. Thanks. Thank you, Katie.
yeah, thank you, Denise. Um, if there's questions, you can let me know. Yeah, it was really powerful. Thank you. And I love, like, it looks really cool. I have it on a pedestal, but it's so fun to hold up and see it moving around like that
Right.
on the screen. It's great. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Okay. Next person is, I don't know how to say your first name. Sorry. Last name Bradshaw
Yes,
and
that's fine. My first name is Alayo.
Elia.
I will
And I'm
try.
going to remove this, and you're going
I'm going
to
to share
go,
my screen. I'm
oh,
going to just
share
pull
screen,
up.
even better. Good.
Mhm. Yeah, it's great to see the exhibition from, I'm in New York City, and it's really exciting to see the back wall, the back end of what your exhibition looks like. It's very exciting, in addition to meeting all of you. So I've been making books I guess I could talk while I'm showing my images. For about a year, and the book here is one of my I guess it's my only, can you see my screen? I don't think you want to see everything. Okay. So this is on my Instagram site, and I've made probably like around 80 books this year, but this is my only accordion book. And I also am an illustrator, so I took apart one of my illustration jobs, and it's Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree. And it's based on the song, and it's inspired by the words. And I created this series of collages that sit in a small tent. So I'll show that to you. And I'm teaching at Parsons. That's where I am right now, and I have to leave it in a few minutes to teach my class. And I teach digital design. And so part of this is Photoshop, part of it is hand collage, and part of it is from my watercolor paintings. Inside the 10 is the part of the lyrics that rest in the inside. And then this is a pullout that's made out of found paper, washi tape, and different collage materials. And here you see the tabs, and this is how it's put together. And then within each of these, and this is like wax linen thread. I have these cards. Well, you can see also the other side, and that's also collage and then Photoshop in my paintings. And then on these are extensions of the collage and the story. And part of it is me, and part of it is, it's just a lot of different things that are kind of a narration. And these cards pull out of each of these little handmade envelopes. So it's a two-sided card, and I like making multi-layers. So it's the 10, and then it's the pull out, and then it's a pull out of the pull. So this is one of the first accordion books I've made, and I'm encouraged to buy this to make many more. And seeing your work, all of you, with the variety of accordion books, it's really exciting to be a part of this exhibition. But since this is really small and there's so many layers to it, it's really hard to kind of hold it up and pull it apart. I don't know how you're able to display it. I'm curious. But I think this is the best way, and I'm glad you have images, that we can show online. So, I don't know if you have any questions, but I think that's all I have to say about that. I have to stop sharing. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. It's surprising to me that's the first accordion book you made because it's so accordion book-y the way it's put together. I really,
Thank
I
you.
really like it a lot.
Thank
And
you.
I love making books in tins. It's a great
Yeah, it was
idea.
really fun. Yeah, just you have to scale it to size and cut the
Yeah.
paper. It was just wonderful kind of making the puzzles come together. So, I grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, so it's interesting to kind of make that Michigan connection again, after being here in New York. So, thank you.
Thank you. Laurel, I'm gonna hold yours up.
Okay.
Let me get myself ready. And you can just talk over me.
So I saw something online about I had done a lot of cyanotype, and then I saw something online about making sun prints with turmeric. And so I mixed turmeric with alcohol, and I had one piece of glass. So I got all these plants from my yard. The first day I did, the first one, it was very bright, and then the turmeric sat in the jar, and the images got a little darker as the week went on. And so then I thought, well, what can I do with these? Of course, make an accordion book. So I made a little tiny accordion out of Canson paper for the back. And then I made covers and put handmade paper on it and my marbled paper on it for the end papers. And it looks actually like, it looks like it's faded a bit. They said something about that it might not last forever. But it was a fun project, and got me
into the yard with botany and my plants. So that's
So
I
rubbing
think
alcohol?
yes. And
Okay.
I can't remember the exact uh amounts. I have it written down somewhere, or you could look it up online. I'm sure it's there. Um, but yeah, it was really interesting.
What
Quite
is
a
the
bit.
text?
The text is just what's in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All the different plants. I think I wrote that down. I
Cool.
think that's all I had to say. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for
Thanks.
sharing. We've made paper with the turmeric in it before too here, like as the pigment, and I just love the color. It's so pretty. I haven't seen prints like this before.
Well, I've also, when I've done cyanotype, I've thrown some turmeric in and it adds a pop of something different, but I had never done it just the turmeric. So
Yeah,
it was fun.
I get a lot. And I don't know that it faded. I think it might be sort of the color on the
Okay.
screen. Like it looks how it looked when it arrived. So,
And I
uh,
want to thank you, Katie, for doing this all these years. It's
oh yeah,
so much work.
no problem. I was wondering, I think that's everyone who contacted me just now, or actually in the past about sharing. There's some people that aren't here. Is there anyone who has decided they'd like to share their work, that, was being shy before? You can unmute yourself and tell me if you'd like. I do feel like less people were able to show up than RSVP'd. So I hope I no, I didn't have the time zone in the first time I published it. So I hope that wasn't the problem. But thank you all for coming. If you guys want to talk for a little bit, you can unmute yourselves and talk for a little bit. Otherwise, I think everyone has shared who wanted to share.
Thank you, everyone. I enjoyed seeing everyone's creativity.
It's always
Good to see
inspiring to
folks.
see.
Thank you again, Katie.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes.
thank you,
guys.
Katie. It was really a pleasure.
Thank you, Katie, and it was nice meeting all of you.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you all.
Take
Thank
care.
you, Katie.
Have
All
you
right.
had a
Thank
great
you everyone for
response
sharing what you
in
do.
the studio?
Have we had a good response to things in the studio? Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a really good art opening on Friday, and it was really well attended. The weather was nice too, so that lots of people came in. And we've had a lot of people, come in during the week to see the exhibit too. So it has been a
Good.
really
That's
nice
exciting.
response. But we always, I mean, it's a really popular show. We always get a good response for the show. So yeah,
Good.
yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks.
And we'd have taught lots of classes that have to do with accordion books and stuff too. So it's always nice to have examples up. It inspires people a lot to come in and see them on the walls. So
Well,
great.
thanks again.
Yep. Thank you guys all so much. And I will talk to you next year.
Thank
Same
you.
time next year. Bye-bye.